Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Please have a seat. First off, what would you like to be called?
Claire.
Hello, Claire. Welcome to Park Place Recovery Center. My name is Corie Beth, and I'll be your counselor during your stay here. Here at Park Place, you will stay for 21 days. It is government funded, so unfortunately you can't stay longer than 21 days, but we try to do everything we can in those 21 days to aid you in your recovery. We'll tell you that anything we discuss will be confidential, unless of course you mention to me that you have intent on harming yourself or another human being or someone else, in which case I will have to tell someone because it is our policy. Do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Okay. My goal here at Park Place as a counselor is to just help you, just listen to you, make sure you're adjusting well to Park Place, building relationships with the other recovering residents and things like that. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Tell me a little bit about how you heard about Park Place.
My friend Allison actually came. She's been sober for a year now.
That is awesome. I remember Allison. That is very good to hear.
Yes.
Okay, tell me a little bit about why you're here today.
Well, I came to find out and realize that I'm actually an addict myself.
Okay, can I ask what you're addicted to?
Heroin.
Heroin. When did your addiction to heroin start?
At a party 2 years ago with my boyfriend.
Okay, are you still with this boyfriend?
No, we had a fight.
No. Okay. What was the fight about?
It was over coming here actually. I wanted to, and he didn't want me to.
So he was not okay with you?
No.
Okay. Is there a past issue with drug use in your family?
My uncle, but I don't see him very often, so I'm not 100% sure on what he was addicted to.
Do you feel that maybe that has influenced your addiction in any way whatsoever?
I think so.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about that.
Because since my uncle was addicted, my mother would say, no, you can't do this, you shouldn't do this, this is no. And I think I just rebelled and went for it.
Okay. Do you feel also that your boyfriend might have had a lot to do with?
He's the one that introduced me to the drugs.
He is the one that introduced you.
Yes.
Okay. How do your parents and your other family members feel about you being here at Park Place?
And my mom's actually happy that I'm here to get over this. But it's hard to talk to her about it since she was so strict on not to do it.
Okay, so how would you say they feel about the addiction as a whole?
I don't think they understand the addiction, and they're very upset that I did it.
Okay. I know that you said that your uncle had a past history of it. Do you feel that it scares them that you might end up like he was?
I think so.
Okay. What are some of your goals that you have for staying here at Park Place?
My goal is not to be addicted anymore. I know that sounds very weird, but not to be on the drug anymore.
That's not
to
where
use
you
it.
Okay. Do you have any more goals?
Also to make new friends because my friends are actually addicts themselves.
Right, okay. While you are here, you will meet other addicts like yourself, and they come from all kinds of walks of life, and they struggle with similar things as you, and we encourage you to build relationships with them. As I mentioned earlier, that's kind of something that we want you to do. You'll be spending a lot of group time with them, so it is very important because you don't feel singled out that way. And some clients will find it easier to become friends with them in the future, and you kind of help each other and things like that. Do you understand?
Yes, I'm so happy to be here because of other addicts who understand what I'm
Right, it's good for you to, exactly. I'm very happy to hear that. While you are at Park Place, along with daily work that we have you do, kind of remedial, getting to know yourself a little bit better in your addiction, we encourage you to take daily attendance in an AA or NA meeting, and they are throughout the town. There's various ones, and we will have to go to them daily, as I said. Is that something that you're okay with?
Yes, do we have transportation to get there?
Yes, we will actually, since you are here and you are brought here and you don't have a vehicle, we will take you by bus. And the meetings generally start at about 7, and supper will be served here since you will be staying here for those 21 days. And then once you've had supper, we will go to the meeting, and they start about 7 or 7:30. And they're about an hour or a little more depending on, what the topic is and things like that. Are you familiar with any meetings?
No, I've not been to any.
Okay. Are you excited to go to the meetings?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about the AA meeting or the NA meetings?
No, I do not.
No. Have you ever attempted to get clean on your own before?
I have, but it didn't work out.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about that?
It was one of those, I tried on my own, I didn't have anybody there, and it just got so painful that I used again.
Okay, so would you agree that maybe you feel like Park Place might be your last hope in a sense?
I feel like it is, because I don't think I'll have anybody that could help me with it, because my friends are also addicts.
Okay, understand. I can see where you're coming from. Let me tell you a little bit about the visitation hours that we have here. We also encourage you to have relationships with your family outside of Park Place or Corie. You are allowed to see them on Sundays after church hours, so around 2 o'clock. I think they get here at 1:30, but we won't let them in until 2. And it's for about 3 hours. And how that works is they just sign in, your name is cleared with them beforehand, and most always it goes through. And you can just spend some time with them, tell them how things go in your life, stuff like that. Talking about church, we do offer church for you to go to on Sundays and Wednesday nights. And both times, we go to the same church and we take a bus for you to get there. And you are allowed to have family members come with you. They can come to church and they can sit with you up at the top, which is where we sit. And it's, like I said, we encourage that family unit, because not only will you kind of get a sense of relief with being with other people like you or that are suffering from an addiction, your family will help you a lot too. They're kind of your support system. Do you have any questions so far?
Is it just the relatives that I signed in the paper earlier?
Yes. Well, unless, of course, if you decide that if for some reason you let somebody off, you can bring that up to me or another lady that works at the front desk. That's fine. She will do anything she can to get them in here to see you. Okay? Do you know anything about the phone privileges that you have here?
No, I do not. I saw the paperwork, but I was not able to fill it all the way out.
Okay. We can finish that later. But as I said, you can't talk on the phone here. You are not allowed to have your cell phone, because that's an outside influence. So we want you to remain focused strictly on your recovery while you're here. In order to talk to them, as I said, this is government funded. We can't afford for you just to call. It's a special phone, and we will give you, your family has to fund the phone card. It isn't expensive, but you can buy it at Walmart or wherever, and then it's activated and you bring it in, and that's what you use to call. You do get a time limit to talk on the phone, but it's okay if you go over a few minutes. Usually it's a 15 to 20 minute phone call. Okay?
Yes.
We do have you do daily work here, just kind of to keep you busy and things like that. And that consists of cleaning the living facilities, helping out in the kitchen, just kind of getting to know everybody some more through that. And you do some yard maintenance. This is a free time of the year, so you're able to go out and just do some yard work, things like that, and do it with other people. Do you have any other questions for me so far?
No, I do not.
Okay. I will go ahead and tell you, like I said, you are here for 21 days and you do live here for that time. You will not have your own room. You have your own room, but you will not have it by yourself. You will share it with someone, and that's the person you kind of connect with. Now, it will be another woman. We don't approve of same-sex living facilities and things like that. And then, as mentioned earlier, we do a lot of work, around here too. But you're staying on the campus and things like that. But you do stay pretty busy with paperwork and things like that. And I don't want to say paperwork like it's office work, but it's kind of homework that you do, that you learn from your grief therapy, kind of getting to know yourself better, getting to know your addiction better, why you want to be better, things like that. It's just kind of remedial things, and meditation. It really, really helps the residents tend to have a good time with that, and they enjoy it. It is a lot of writing, but it's pretty helpful. And then too, on Fridays, like I said, you do go to meetings and things like that daily, but we offer like trips to the movie theater, trips to the store to rent a movie if you want to bring it home, get some popcorn, things like that. So it's pretty fun. Like, you're not just always in class, always doing remedial stuff and things like that. So we just try to take your mind off of all it's a lot to begin at first. But are you understanding everything?
Yes, back to the roommates. How many roommates will I have?
Just
Will it just be one?
Just one.
And they'll be the same gender as I?
Yes, every time, 100% all the time. In fact, one side of the facility is the girls, the other side is boys. But you will interact in group, at church, things like that, at meetings, yeah, things like that. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Good. Now, for our next session, our time is about up. But I would like for you to be keeping a journal that we have provided for you, and I want you to kind of write down the times that you have recognized, like in the past or now, that you tend to have urges with your addiction, okay? And I want you to just kind of tally those, and I want you to tell me kind of the things you're feeling whenever you're having those urges. Is there anything else that you would like to discuss with me during our next session?
Maybe the feelings that I have going through this process.
Oh, for sure, okay. Yeah, we can totally do that, not a big deal. That works for me. And our next session, generally I decide the meeting time, and then you tell me if that's okay with you, because like I said, you're with me, and then you're with other counselors, teachers, things like that. Right now it looks like I can meet with you Thursday at 1. Is that okay?
That sounds great.
Good, that works for me, okay. I'm really, really happy that you're here and that you made this decision to come here on your own. That's a big step, a step that someone your age especially will not do on their own usually. So that's really, really good. It means that you're serious about recovery, and it was really, really good to meet you.
It was nice meeting you too.
And if you don't have any more questions, we'll go to the front desk and work on some more paperwork.
All right, that sounds good.
Okay.